So we all think we know what we're doing when we garden, but clearly I don't. These beans yesterday didn't look anything like this, and they're now, well, I now need to tie them across horizontally. Just all that rain has just made them go absolutely nuts. It's not the only thing, everything, all the flowers are coming out. All the borders starting to come into life a little bit. The sweet corn is looking a lot healthier, and all of a sudden I've got just things seem to have popped up out of nowhere. It is absolutely unreal. These tomatoes look really sorry yesterday, and they've just gone all lovely. And I had me these two little cuttings in a pot. They're looking all lovely, and me catch crops, they're all looking lovely. The onions seem to have put on loads of thickness, and this is 24 hours, guys. And this cobra bean, well, I need to get it in the ground really, and the pot beans, same as. It's ridiculous. It is a life lesson, because I thought I was watering and watering well, but it just goes to show what 24 hours of proper rain does to your plants, and it's amazing. It's a life lesson for me. I clearly was not watering enough. All these were laying over, sort of just on the, flopping over. Yesterday, because of the rain, it's battered them, and they've all just stood up again. Nature has its way. It's absolutely unreal. It really is. And these courgettes, they looked really sad yesterday. Look at them now. I'm sure they put on an inch of growth just overnight. It is unreal. It really is. So I've clearly been underwatering. I thought I was flooding these things, but clearly not. These are the runners that I've took. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 there. These are all rooted. Lovely. I'll be able to show you. Not that one. No roots out the bottom. Well, they've all got roots, but I mean that one there, look. Roots out the bottom, so 2 or 3 weeks. So they're all runners for next year, new plants. And I've actually cut a few others, and I've actually planted them in the soil down there. So even the leeks have come on, and these are puny little things yesterday, but they're looking amazing today. It's unreal how much I thought I was watering, but no, nowhere near enough, nowhere near. So that is a life lesson. All the crocosmias have got seed now, so I'll be taking these seed heads off, so all the energy goes into the bulbs, and then we're going to split them next year and dot them around the garden, I think, because they are a little bit on the vigorous side. All these were laying on the path this morning, and now I've had a little bit of sunshine, they're all standing up again. It's absolutely amazing. These potatoes didn't look like anything yesterday, and they've just gone nuts. Absolutely nuts. It's unreal. Life lessons, guys. You think you're watering enough and you're not. Tomatoes looking fantastic, but these beans, they're just killing me. I thought these are all going to be fails this year, and now look at the colour of them and the climb on them. They're going for it. And these ones around here that I put in, I think the last video or the video before, with the mottled leaves, well, they're all gone. There's one there, I think, but it's just getting healthier and healthier. Need to tie that in up there. And I am taking beans off these cobras, so it's just, it blows my mind. And the sprouts seem to have put on loads of growth just overnight. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, if you think you're watering, guys, think again, because this has amazed me today, just how everything's changed overnight. I mean, all the Rebecca's have just shot up out of nowhere. They're just, well, I am blown away, to be honest. I really need to start thinking about watering a little bit more. Or giving them a little bit more water anyway. I've got some massive carrots in here. I will be doing another show this year. And I will be entering some carrots. And I've had a look at a couple of these. And if I can get you in. Let's just scrape round that one. That's a potential candidate already. You can't see it. But I'm not going to dig it too much. I don't want to harm them. But I've got some good ones in here. So I should be able to get 3 stump carrots for the bench. And these 2 tomatoes, I've just staked them up. Doing fab. LED's ones are getting bigger over there. I'll just walk you around and show you. This is the grapevine. This is a cutting off the grapevine in the greenhouse. It looked crap yesterday, and I left it out here. It's looking lovely. So yeah, a life lesson. Nature has its way. If you think you're watering, you're probably not. Now these lettuces, I think in the last video I showed you I left out here because it was going to rain. And look how much they've greened up. And probably grown. It is unreal. Mini munchies outside. Producing. These are LEDs. I think these are blue roamers or midnight roamers or something. I can't wait to try them. But yeah, there you go. It's really weird how you've been gardening for years, get you out of the sun, but you don't actually realise that you're underwatering. Yes, you can overwater, but when it's a massive dry spell like I've had, I thought I was flooding these plants. I mean proper flooding them. Water was just running off the top of the surface. That kind of tells you it's not going through because it's so dry. But I was giving it so much water. But even, let me show you this. We've had, in fact, look, I'm not prepared to talk tonight, guys. This tray here is 1.5 inches deep. Let me show you. 1.5 inches deep, and it's full up. It's been overflowing, and that's quite deep. There's 1.5 inches of water in there. Normally 1 inch of water travels about 9 inches down, something like that. So let me just show you this. It's interesting. Because I've gone over to the beds and I thought, well, they've had a really good soaking. I mean, if you've got big plants that are sort of have canopy on, like the potatoes, the rain is not going to get to these. Let me show you. The rain's not going to get to them properly because it's just going to hit the top and run off. So these are probably quite dry. Have a little furl. They are wet, but it's not penetrated very far. But if I look at this bed here, this is wide open. And if I go down, that's dry about, it's dry about 4 inches down. So it's, you know, it is a life lesson. Understand your watering and your soil, because it doesn't always do what you think it's doing. Cucumbers everywhere. Need to take these off because they're massive. Size of that. There's 2 on there. And there's another one there as well. Yeah. Bunches of them. Right, we haven't actually done any filming in this greenhouse for ages, and that's because I can't get in here. It's just a jungle of plants at the minute. Peppers are the biggest ones I've ever grown in my life. The plants are probably 3 feet tall, covered in flowers, but no fruit. Too much nitrogen? Don't know, but they're really healthy plants. So is there enough time left for them to develop and set fruit? Don't know, again. So what I'm going to do now, I've got broccoli. Now I always overwinter broccoli, and I always do very well overwintering broccoli. Now I normally sow it mid-August and plant out September, late September. But what I'm going to do is 2 successions. So I'm going to do some today and some in mid-August. But what I'm also going to do, excuse me, I've got a little bit of a chesty. What I'm also going to do is sow 3 different types of broccoli that are not supposed to be hardy over winter. The Green Magic, I know I can grow over winter and get really good harvests. I'll pop a photo up, you've probably seen it many times. But I'm also going to sow some of this Wilco stuff, which is just called Autumn Calabrese. I don't know what it's like. I have tried to grow it before and not get anywhere with it, so I'm going to try and overwinter that. And the Aquilese F1, which I tried to grow this year and it failed miserably. So I'm going to try and overwinter these, and that's the Green Magic. And I'm going to do 2 successions. I'm going to sow some today and then some middle of August and see how we get on. And it'll be interesting to see whether this broccoli does actually overwinter or not, because the Green Magic's not an overwintering broccoli, but it's the best broccoli I've ever grown over winter. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put it in the crappy compost that I buy from well, as you've seen in the last video, Milk and More. It's not great, it's got lumps in it, and I'm not going to sieve it or nothing like that. I don't think broccoli needs it, to be honest, as long as there's no massive chunks in it. Broccoli seeds are quite big, so we're going to chuck some of this in here, and I'm actually going to do, I'll probably do, well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'll probably do 3 rows of Green Magic, because I know it's a banker. Watch that bite me in the arse. It'll probably be the worst one this year. And I'll do a row of each of the other 2, and we'll just see how we get on with it. I mean, there is some lumps in this stuff. I mean, that's a stone. That's actually a stone, so that's how they get the weight up, clearly. But yeah, I don't think broccoli needs sieved compost. It's quite big seeds. Just take the big lumps out. And we'll just pop some in and see how we get on. And again, in 2 or 3 weeks, I'll do another succession. But that will probably be all Green Magic, depending on how these come up. We'll have a look. Dib dib. I'm just going to put 1 seed in every cell. I will speed this up so I don't bore you to death. In fact, I'll zoom you in a bit. Not that you've not seen it before. Look at that, I missed 2. Oh, sorry. Let me just bring you a little bit. Or not. Because my finger's got mud on it, the camera won't work. Nope, it's not working. Hold on. Let me do a lick test. Try again. That's still not working. How annoying. What's wrong with my thumb? Nope, it's not working. I've got active track now, but oh, that's really annoying. Okay, we can do it like this. It's not working. I think it's because I've got mud all over my fingers. Anyway, so we're going to go in with Green Magic. It's a little bit worried because there's not much shaking going on in this seed packet. I hope I don't run out. No, we've got a few in there. Thank God for that. But I do need to save some for my second succession. But anyway, we're going 1 each one in a hole. I will speed this up so I don't bore you. And this will be an interesting experiment because I normally sow my winter broccoli middle of August, so starting them early, what I'm hoping to achieve is that I can actually get some to come at different times, because last year I sowed them all and I had all of them developing at exactly the same time, and had a big glut of broccoli all at the same time. So that's 3 rows of Green Magic, and then we're going to do a row of each of the other ones. So let's put them back in there because I don't want to get them wrong. So this is the Aqualese F1. Never had success with this in the summer. Tried it, failed miserably, like all my broccoli does in the summer. Right, let's have a go at these. That's 4 of them. Packets fell on the floor. So I'll have broccoli coming up all through the greenhouse, hopefully. And the autumn calabrese, Wilco one. And these are December 27, so there's no reason why they shouldn't germinate. And of course we will label. I don't know if I'll just do the same again in a few weeks, or I don't know, we'll see what happens with these in a couple of weeks. That gives me time to evaluate the situation and what's germinating and what's not, really. So it's probably a good idea. It's a bit of a seed test, I suppose. So there we go, that's them in. And as always, I'm the most prepared person on the planet. Wilco Green Calabrese, which is that one. Aqualese, and 3 rows of Green Magic. Well, I'll put my sprayers outside. Hold on a sec, guys. Little drinky. So there's another experiment for the year. I hope you can see me surrounded by all these mini munch. Loads of them. Love them. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with that. And in 3 weeks I'll do the second sowing and see how we get on. See you later, guys.